hype or substance, gold or fool's gold. They share similar characteristics. They both have a brilliant luster. At a glance, one could easily pass for the other. But in the NBA, the distinction is eventually always made. One team led by a talented trio knows the debate all too well. The other has gotten a crash course in a whirlwind month. In the times of need, in the moments of pressure, in the games of magnitude.
Win for the win! Got it!
Hype and substance reveal themselves completely. Tonight is such a game.
His is the feel-good success story of the NBA season. It's become a worldwide phenomenon. Jeremy Lin and the New York Knicks with quite a test on hand tonight against LeBron and D. Wade and the Miami Heat. That's just a few minutes away here on TNT.
On a beautiful 79-degree day in South Florida, perhaps the hottest ticket of the NBA season. It'll be SRO, better than 20,000 at American Airlines Arena in Miami. And the NBA on TNT is presented by State Farm. It's the New York Knicks and the Miami Heat. Miami at 26-7, but tied with Oklahoma City for the best record in the NBA. They've won 7 straight, 10 of the last 11. The Knicks number 7 in the East at 17-17, but they have won 9 of the last 11, creating quite a bit of excitement in recent weeks.
They're going right than he is left, and he's going against the best pick-and-roll defense team, in my opinion, in the Heat. Let's see how he adjusts on the fly.
And Miami head coach Eric Spoelstra telling us this is a game that will not require a lot of motivation. In effect, Heat players are pumped up as we take a look at the starting lineups presented by Budweiser. That's the pregame ritual between Landry Fields and Jeremy Lin, with Lin out of Harvard and Fields out of Stanford. A tribute to the so-called nerd effect. Carmelo Anthony, Amari Stoudemire, Tyson Chandler on the front line, with Fields and Lin at the guards. And up front for Miami, LeBron James, certainly an MVP candidate among the favorites. Chris Bosh, Joel Anthony, Ariel Chalmers, a much improved player, and Dwayne Wade has been on fire over that 7-game win streak.
Well, even go back a little bit further, over his 11 games, averaging 25 points, shooting 57% from the field. Just a tremendous stretch for Dwayne Wade, but a lot of compelling matchups on both ends. Obviously, Melo and LeBron. You've got Dwayne Wade going against Jeremy Lin at times, and listening to Eric Spoelstra, he said LeBron James possibly is going to be able to guard 1 through 5 tonight. We're going to see a lot of LeBron James tonight at the defensive end.
I asked the question at the start, how does Miami deal with Lin and the Knicks? A question that a couple of weeks ago would have sounded absurd. How do the Knicks deal with this Miami team that is just playing spectacular basketball?
Well, they can't turn the basketball over first and foremost, because you don't want to let LeBron James and Dwayne Wade get into transition. They're the number 1 team in scoring, going from the defense to offense, and they have great finishers. So you can't turn the ball over. They got to execute at the defensive end and try to get Amari Stoudemire going early down low.
The officiating crew, Dan Crawford, David Jones, and Josh Tibbin. The Knicks last night in New York clobbered Atlanta by 17, up by 25 at the half, led by as many as 30 against the Hawk team without their injured all-star, Joe Johnson. It was extensive garbage time. Miami played disrespect here in Miami.
Well, that's a long way to travel if you're Joel Anthony on that pick and roll.
Oh, LeBron James on the lob from Dwayne Wade.
Talking about keeping a body on LeBron James. Carmelo Anthony get Dwight Howard to only 10 points, 5 of 10 shooting.
Oh, the steal by Chalmers. He's been all over Lin. The downside with Jeremy Lin, as well as he has played, with 7 assists against the Lakers. Oh, the steal as Lin had it taken out of his hands by Cole. Oh, look Cole landing hard. And Lynn continues to have difficulty.
Perimeter defenders in the game, but look at Cole right here. Just anticipates the pass area and comes up with the steal here. And learn how to fall better.
And Joel Anthony with the rebound. Here comes James. LeBron comes up short and it's put home by Wade.
Defense at both ends. Here, LeBron James thinks he has a wide open layup, but it's Batman over the back with the follow, Dwayne Wade. And here's the block by Joel Anthony.
Stoudemire. Lynn had it knocked away. Good play by Battier. Here comes LeBron. Oh, he hammers it home. A two-handed jam. Miami.
Tyson Chandler has not read the scouting report. He's left-handed, watches. You can't allow him to go left.
Wade with the steal. So in the third.
And it's all been the Heat defense. The block here again by Anthony leads to the fast break. And it's almost like Dwayne Wade is coming up, settling down, knocking down the jumper.
Keeps it alive for Miami, and then Lynn nearly picked it off. As close to a backcourt violation. Oh, look at that ball whipped around. It ends up in the hands of Chris Bosh.
Well, what did Eric Spoelstra tell us about this? Been a lot of trust.
Smith getting help with Chandler coming over. Here's Wade. It counts, and the foul.
Dwayne Wade, one of the better, along with probably Kobe Bryant, the better posting up shooting guards in this league. Just does a good job of putting J.R. Smith on his hip.
Bosh gets it back to Cole. Scooped up by Cole, challenging Davis, and scores! And the Thunder playing the Lakers in the second of our doubleheader. Oh, the block. Carmelo Anthony stopped by Chris Bosh. Here's James. LeBron James puts it down.
Seen a lot of that this year between those two. LeBron James to Wade, Wade to
19 turnovers in all for the Knicks. Let's go to Craig with Dwayne Wade.
Well, Dwayne, all week long, I got the impression you guys were tired of Jeremy Lin questions. How much is that confirmed by tonight's performance?
Well, I mean, first of all, he's deserved, all the credit he's been given. We knew it was going to be a tough task guarding him in this hot pick and roll. Our point guards did a great job tonight. I mean, he's a good player, but we put a lot of pressure on him, and it was a success for us. A
month ago when you played the New York Knicks, he wasn't even on the scouting report. He didn't get into the game. How much did that change tonight?
Well, he was on the scouting report, and he was a big part of it. But we have more guys to think about. I mean, they got Amari, Carmelo, JR. They got so many guys. So this is a good team. They're only going to get better and better. We were just trying to continue to keep rolling.
8 straight wins, all by double digits. Is it a good time for the All-Star break?
It is. It is a good time for the break. We told everybody in the huddle, let's play hard for these last 5 minutes, and y'all get to go on break. We got to go work. So it's a great time, and thanks to all our fans. We're going to enjoy this weekend.
All right, see you in Orlando.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marv.
All right, thank you, Craig. We will see Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, Chris Bosh, and Carmelo Anthony in Orlando. All-Star Sunday night right here on TNT. Thanks to our producer, Tom Heitz, our director, the electronic wizard, Holly Singer. Statistician, Paul Evans. Final score once again, Miami 102, the Knicks 88. Coming up next, we'll send you to our studio in Orlando. So for Reggie Miller, Craig Sager, and the rest of the crew, Marv Albert saying good night from Miami. You've been watching the NBA on TNT, the exclusive home of the 2012 NBA All-Star Weekend. After the break, we'll send it to the guys.
Hey, let's watch the highlights. Jeremy Lin
Give me that.
picked clean by Mario Chalmers.
You know, he looked a little fatigued tonight, Mr. Lynn did.
You know what he said after the game? He says, I can't remember a game where I was having trouble just dribbling. There was so much pressure put on him by that Miami defense. That's Norris Cole.
Wow,
Could not stick the landing, but it's all right.
And I knew for a fact LeBron and D-Wade would be up for this game.
Oh, without question.
And like Chuck said, they go as far as LeBron and D-Wade will take them.
And that's D-Wade with the follow.
You know what? These guys are balling right now. They're playing fantastic.
This time, LeBron. Ooh, that's just scary.
Monster Jam.
20 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists for LeBron. Wade had 22. And Chris Bosh added 25 and 8. The first time this season that all 3 of those guys have gone for at least 20. And it was a long night for the New York Knicks.
I would like to know what their record is when all 3 of those guys go for 20 or more.
Well, this season it's 1-0. 102.
Well, that means
102 to 88.
Well, that means they're unstoppable.
That was an easy one. Thanks, Shaq.
1-0.
Jeremy Lin, by the way, 8 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 8 turnovers. 1 out of 11 from the floor.